All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. I thought we'd sneak in a mid-month. It wasn't originally on my calendar page. I forgot. But I do have time between the new moon that I just did and, what the hell is it? Mercury retrograde. I got time, so let's do a mid-month all signs reading. You're staring at a lover's card there in the pre-shuffle. Randomly at the bottom of the witches, which we're going to use to clarify, is the lovers. So we got, I did not know that was there until just before I hit the record button when I snuck a peek. I know even the bird agrees, and he a Pisces. It's all about communication here. The love geese are in the air. These runners are feeling this connection right now. It doesn't surprise me. And with that Leo new moon and the urge to do it, this does not surprise me. Well, we'll see where this reading's going. It's going to follow the energy, you know, like following the yellow brick road. So it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you. Again, I say that. May or may not resonate with you. I always get some fool want to write into me on Twitter and say your reading didn't resonate. Well, I'm sorry. Fuck you. I mean, I tell you in the beginning, it may or may not resonate with you. It's a general reading. But it can be future influence. Or it can be just one fucking thing I say. It really can. There's thousands of people here. However, I will also say that if you're here for a reason. It might be to learn that you're a fool. I don't know. If you're here, you're here for a reason. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, so this reading is timeless. There's no such thing as mid-August in the energy. It's just the energy that's around right now. And you guys, some of you need to catch up to it, and some of you are swimming in it. So, surface energy. I ask the universe, give me the soulmate cycle. Here for mid-August 2023. I get the lovers, crossed by the Page of Pentacles. Communication, love geese in the air, crossed by communication. From somebody, a little page. Somebody here who's got a lot of shame, a little humble, has learned a lesson. Something's happened, and they've learned a lesson. And we know that from previous readings. All my readings tie together. We saw those towers, right? It came up in A Cure for Cancer, came up in the extended for the new moon, I think. Something like that. But yeah, something's happened. Somebody's learned a lesson here. They learned that, you know, you matter on some level. This is very powerful with the lovers here. Lovers twice. Very powerful. Just on the surface, right? Underneath that is the hermit. Yeah, they've learned a lesson. What did I say? They have. This is a wise old soul energy, and they're following whatever lesson they learned, making their way to the Empress. Also, the hermit with the Empress tells me their inner Empress energy is awake, which a recent reading I pulled also told us, right? When the Empress came up in the 3D position. It's burned in my brain. I can't forget it. And it's coming up here. Same kind of message. That's just the surface energy. Are they anxious about it? Yeah, I get some anxiety here. There it is. 9 swords. Yeah, I believe it. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. First card out's before the cut. So why the fuck are we here? Let's find out. Why the fuck are we here? That's my theme song. All right. Let's see where we go. Oh, mid-August. Why are we here? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Remember the Leo new moon reading? I do. 3 cups is why we're here. You guys, look. I got more communication over the last, it is just very communicative energy. What actions is the runner likely to take here in mid-August 2023, which mid-August is like right now through about the early first week of September? Communication, somebody opening up emotionally. It's just the 3 of Cups is the flow of emotion. It's what it is. It's just coming up this way. Unreal. What comes after the cut? Motherfucker. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's productive. Somebody needs to liberate themselves from something. There is shame here, and I've been telling you that. This reading's going to have a lot to do with that Page of Pentacles. Okay? That student, that person that's learned something. Something's happened. All right? Something happened, a catalyst that awakened the Empress energy inside them. That awakened their emotions. Okay? I'm going to phrase it that way. It's different what happened for all of you, but it's been coming up too much lately. All right? If you've watched recent readings I've done. And again, I'm here studying a cycle. I follow it through. All of my readings tie together. They all make sense with one another. So, that said, let's make some sense. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle. We're here from mid-August 2023. Oh, fucking hell. I know where this reading's going. Let's do it. I mean, I know. Yep, I know. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the Page of Cups. I was just fixing I bent it a little. Page of Cups, communication. An apology, and a person who's been wounded. I still get this off these pages. I said that Page of Pentacles was important. This is another page. This is talking about someone opening up emotionally, and we had that with the Three of Cups before the cut. But there is an energy here of someone who is wounded showing up. You know, really kind of just something's happened to them. I get that. 10 Pentacles. Look at that. It could lead to somewhere really good. It could. But what's that wounded energy I feel off of this is what I said to myself before I revealed what was underneath it. Something's happened to the structure of their life. I'm telling you. If it hasn't yet, it will. It's future influence. It's out of their control. I can tell you that. Our reading's on the flip. All right. Okay. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person is behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I just like to get her done, you know. I say potential because I can't predict free will. Nobody can. You might have a super fuckwit who won't come in under any circumstances. It's possible. But it is what it is. I will clarify, throw some universe cards at the end, see if there's anything else it wants to tell you. And you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this. Because I want to know more. I don't even have a reading yet, and I still want to know more. There'll be a link for the extended in the description. It's there if you want it. All right? Opportunity energy. Whatever. Right here's the energy around your connection. Oh, shit. First, I got to take this out. Hold on. I always forget to do that. How many readings have I done now? Like almost 2,000? I still forget to do that. Energy around your connection. The World. The most powerful card I could pull. I mean, it's getting stronger. This is like the Leo new moon reading on crack. It is getting stronger and closer and closer. I feel like this energy, like this is you over here. And this is them coming to communicate. And each reading we do, they get closer and closer and closer. I felt it in the Leo New Moon reading. I think I said it in the extended. Your energy is right on top of each other. You guys are very close. Closer than I think you've ever been energetically. And this card backs that up. It's a very powerful, very auspicious energy. Something different is about to happen. The energy is there. The opportunity energy is there. Okay? It's communication. It's all over the place. These runners, I'm telling you, we're at that point. How are they behaving in the 3D? How's this incoming energy, which is probably the runner for most of you, I'm pretty good at separating it, behaving in the 3D? Two of Wands. Yeah, they said, yep. Right now, mid-August 2023, they're fixing, as my dad would say, they're fixing to come towards you. What that means, set the intention, whatever. Yep, they're focused on you. They're not focused on their life. They're not focused on what else. Want to leave. Something's happened to this other stick. It got broken. Okay? Okay. Fixing. I like that. Right here, there's their soul. It bookends the world. That's the energy that lives in the soul right there. That's the sun. Okay? That's the sun. It's also somebody who feels like they've been an ass. Okay? And that's probably why there's a lot of shame I pick up in the energy. Their behavior has been bad towards you. Your connection makes them very happy. The soul is feeling that. That is registering in the 3D and causing them to fixing to do something about it. Okay? Overall energy is communication. And I do get a wounded person, you know. Someone's been through hell and back again, I'll tell you that. Okay. Emotionally anyway. I don't know. Well, it's come up with towers and stuff in recent readings. So, right here, hidden energy, message from the universe. Red with the World. 4 Cups. Oh. I even have an energy match here. If you look at the backgrounds on these cards, they're very similar. Although I get a flip-flop, right? I get the white on the bottom and the dark on the top, the dark on the bottom and the white on the top. And these two are red together. So keep that in mind. I'm just showing you the energy. Y'all can't feel it like I do, so I'll show it to you. It's right there. It's the shame. It's the disappointment. It's somebody here who now sees the happiness within the connection. I mean, it's a corny way to phrase it, but I'll phrase it that way. They've seen the light. They know they've been an ass. They know they've been bad. There's shame. There's disappointment in themselves here. There's all sorts of stuff here. Something they were once apathetic about, they are no longer apathetic about. I don't even think there's a consideration about whether or not you'll accept the cup. I don't think that matters. I think they need to talk to you. And it's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger in this energy. It doesn't surprise me. The new moon in Leo gave the Lionsgate energy a booster shot. Right? Like in Knight Rider, where he'd hit the little red turbo boost button and the car would take off really fast. All of a sudden it's doing 300 miles an hour. Right? Most of the scenes were shot on PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, here in Los Angeles. You know, because I recognize the scenery. And I don't know how the hell he was doing 300 miles an hour there. I can't even get out of second gear most of the time. But for some reason, you know, he was able to do 300 miles an hour down there. But it's like that. Okay? It's somebody here who, it's just the energy's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Like some kind of turbo boost button's been hit. And somehow traffic was cleared. Potential final outcome, red with the 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Again, I don't think it matters to this communication. And here's why. It's red with the 2 of Wands. I said I don't think it matters to them whether you're interested or not, or whether you take the cup. It's something they feel like they have to do. It's somebody who wants to see if all this, I'll phrase it this way. I'm just phrasing it this way. I'm not like some mind reader or something, okay? But it's somebody who wants to see if all this happiness they feel when they think about you is real or is it bullshit? Is it just pie in the sky? It's almost like, as an example, somebody saying, well, I got to go kiss them to make sure that it's real, that it's something I want. You see that a lot with people who are about to get married, for example. They'll sneak out one night and go make out with their ex just to make sure they're really in love with the person they're getting married. It's that kind of energy. It's that kind of thing. Somebody needs to talk to you just to make sure. I mean, is this for real? I got the sun and the soul that I can understand them wondering if this, because you probably feel like something spectacular. But again, something equal and opposite has happened on their side. They've had some towers. It's come up in recent readings. Now, also with the Lovers at the bottom, let's clarify with the Witches. So this is communication here for reasons I've just explained. Now let's talk about the World. Why is the World here? Why is the World here? I had a friend who was on an episode of Knight Rider as a kid. He was on one of the episodes. I asked him about the car and stuff, and he said it's hokey as hell. He said it was hokey as hell. That's all he said. It's disappointing. Hollywood's always disappointing. All right, the World. That's why you want to keep it in fantasy. Why did I say that? Why did I tell that story? Because again, somebody here, you feel like you can't possibly be real to them. It can't be. And you are. This connection is all of this that they feel. It's the opposite of what I just described. Whereas the Knight Rider car was hokey. You're not hokey. It's as good as they imagine. It's as good as they feel. It's a powerful connection. All right. The World, most powerful card I can pull, is representing your fucking connection. Arguably the most auspicious card in the deck. And anybody that would argue differently, I just like to call wrong, because it is. It's wonderful. It's actually technically, the way I feel this energy is happier than the way I feel the happiest card in the deck. It's a different kind of thing, but it's actually quite good. It's a 7 of Wands. It's somebody. I got to take into account this 4 of Cups. Somebody is rising up, fighting for something fighting for this happiness. Okay, I've used the word righteous. It feels very righteous. I've been using that word lately. Look, this is just the energy. It's what's here right now. It shouldn't surprise you if you've been watching my readings. Lionsgate, all this stuff that's going on. Okay, what's on top? 8 Pentacles. It's unavoidable. It's very weird. The energy of your connection is ripe right now for somebody to speak up. All right? They know that I'll put it this way, on the incoming side, they're probably abundantly aware that there's a lot of work to be done here. There's a lot to fix, okay? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Yeah, the High Priestess. They're abundantly aware there's a lot to fix. They're just following their intuition for some reason under this energy. I get it. With the Sun over here in the Soul, I get it. All right? I don't have a devil on the table. Okay, Two of Wands. Let's talk about their 3D life right now. I got one broken wand. As I feel the energy, there's a break right there in one of them. Okay? You can't see it. It's not on the card, but it's a bit like when I look at the card, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. It's just me. All right? The top part of this wand is disappearing. Sort of like in Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox with the little picture of his family on the guitar while he's playing at the dance, and they started to disappear because the parents didn't. It's like that. It's disappearing here. Something's happening in their life right now or in the near future. Again, it can be future influence for some of you. Why is the Two of Wands here? Why? Why is the Two of Wands here? Exactly what I said. 10 Pentacles. Something's happening here. It's crossed by 10 Pentacles. The structure of their life, they need to look elsewhere now. Something went down. It came up. It's come up in countless readings, going back to a cure for cancer I did recently, which is an all signs reading. Always, always, always. Okay, and also the extended for the Leo read. I know it. It just came back there. It's coming back here. It's disappearing. I think they should let it disappear. What's on top? Yep, the Emperor. Yep. No longer can he sit on the throne with all this stuff. He can't. He can't have that throne anymore. It's being repossessed. He's looking longingly out there. They're looking in your direction because something's happened to the structure of their life. Yep, it's coming up again. Not surprising. Why? It should surprise you if it didn't come up again. Well, then Steve's just bullshit. His reading's completely different. Yeah, I'm just following the energy. It always surprises me. People say, well, I watch so-and-so reader. This is actually something somebody said to me once. I watch so-and-so reader. They mentioned the name. I'm not. And all their readings are different. Every time there's a lot of changes and things like that. But yours, they kind of just flow along. It's because things change very slowly. The energy is what it is. We're just following it along here. Okay? Yeah, that's your red flag right there. If it changes like that, does life change like that? Do you wake up one morning and the thing across the street, the house across the street is gone? I mean, it's not like that. Energy, things change very slowly if they ever change at all. It's a line from a Don Henley song, and it's true. The Emperor, 7 Pentacles. Things change very slowly if they ever change at all, is what I just said. It's divine timing. Right now, something's happened. This person's got to reconsider. In their 3D, they're reconsidering their whole life. And they're looking your way. And they know there's a lot of work to be done. They're following their intuition. I've got the Sun in the Soul here. You make them happy. They're coming to communicate, I believe, because, again, they got to know. They got to, there's a lot of guilt for their behavior in the past. I get that. I understand why they show up as pages, why I've got the Page of Pentacles and the pre-shuffle, the Page of Cups, and the overall energy. Why's the Sun here, though? What's going on with all this happiness? Happy, happy, happy. What's going on here? What's happening? What is this? Yeah. That's an interesting energy. 5 of Swords crossing the Sun. Okay, the environmental energy, it's what I already told you. It's a short-sighted energy. It's a self-sabotage type energy. They can't believe it in a way. Okay, they can't believe it. They've got to know if it's pie in the sky, if it's fairyland, or if it's real. It backs up my read 100%. It's so happy it can't feel real. It can't be real. It's like that kind of thing. It is. Someone here, if you think about it this way, something's happened in their life and they think about you and they're happy for a moment. It releases a lot of energy. Again, their inner Empress is awake. We've got 3 verifications of it. One in this reading, one in another reading that came before it, and then there was an extended where that got backed up as well. What's on top here? Hangman. Yeah, whole new perspective. Whole new perspective. Why is the Hangman here? The 5 of Pentacles. On something that they may or may not be missing out on. This is a fear of missing out type energy here. Left out in the cold, we sometimes say. It's a fear of winter. They've got a whole new perspective on your connection and this happiness, but they're not sure if it's real, and that's short-sighted on their part. That's their usual propensity to self-sabotage themselves. They either are afraid to go towards something that makes them happy, or they're skeptical of anything that makes them happy. Probably because most things in their life have gone wrong, as it often does for this type of Burger King energy, this out-of-balance emperor, who thinks all this stuff's going to make him happy. It's not. Stuff doesn't make you happy. Stuff is just stuff. In fact, stuff and holding on to it is the root of all suffering, for God's sake. It's what makes you go toward what makes you happy. And somebody here's got a new perspective on it, on how their life has been. Okay, fine. Let's talk to the universe. Let's get some info on that perspective, because I get a very depressed person here in this. I definitely get someone who needs to talk to you. They feel like you got something to say. It's what I've said before. Maybe you can help them. Maybe you went through something they're going through right now. I don't know. You're their go-to person. It's coming up again. But it's much stronger now. Much stronger. Why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here? I almost called it a Four of Wands. It's weird. It's a weird Four of Cups energy. Why is the Four of Cups here? Come on. I don't want to shuffle all fucking day. Yeah. Now they want it. Three of Pentacles. Now they want it. This is my Three of Pentacles energy, where it reflects as somebody will take anything from you. Anything. You know, shine my shoes. That's fine. But it's really an energy. The environmental energy is Three of Pentacles. They want something. They want a partnership. They want to talk to you. Probably want to see if all this happiness is real. But again, it's all stemming from their inner Empress energy is awake. As we learned in a recent reading and the pre-shuffle of this reading, I know it's awake because a catalyst happened. Something happened. A tower fell, and it caused them to wake up. And we talked about that in the Leo reading. I'm not going to re-go over it here in the Leo New Moon reading. I'm not going to go over it again here and waste time. But what's on top? 8 Swords. Yeah. I said I get a really depressed person here. I get someone who's in their head way too much. In their head way too much about how much work needs to be done here to fix this. But their intuition's screaming at them to do it. This connection with the world here is sitting very, very strong in this person, with the sun and the sun and the world and the High Priestess here. Absolutely. But yeah, they're going round and round in it. They're afraid of how much work needs to be done. I don't think it'll stop them, though. I don't think they care about rejection here. We're past that. With their Empress energy open, there's a strong urge to speak how they feel. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Yeah, victory. Yeah, right there. Their intuition is screaming at them. Go. It's again, a lot of time has passed here for some of you. It's a little bit of a victory after a long battle energy. But the heart chakra is open, and I don't think there's, with the green wreath here, green is heart chakra, I don't think there's enough to stop them here. I don't think this 8 of Swords stops them in this case. I think they're following their intuition, and the universe thinks I'm right. Yeah. Death underneath that 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody now, they didn't before, they now want it. They now need it. There's a need here. Let's talk about this final outcome, 10 Cups. And again, I've given you a couple of examples of what I mean by this energy that's here and why it's here. It is a bit like that. This is a person who self-sabotages themselves. If something makes them happy, they run from it. Because they aren't used to that. They aren't used to feeling emotions. And the emotions are flowing, we know, from the 3 of Cups that came up before the cut. That's why we're here. So, because someone's emotions are flowing. Which, again, that Empress energy is definitely awakened inside this person. So, tell me about the 10 of Cups. What's the final on this? What is this? Why is it here? Okay. Yeah. I knew these two went together. It's the 4 of Cups. Again, it's my story of cross-armed guy and blondie again. It's the 4 of Cups crossing the 10 of Cups here. It's everything I've already told you. Somebody here can't believe that if it's this great, why didn't I go for it? You know, it's just that kind of energy. There's some kind of, God, disappointment here. God, what if it's real? Somebody thinking that. Oh, but it's not. Oh, but what if it's, you know. What's on top? The Wheel of Fortune. Yep. This king, this emperor who's all 4 kings, he's out of balance, I will tell you that. But he's all 4 kings, he's getting up. Wheel turns everything. Somebody here is doing something different than they normally did. Somebody here, if it's almost like, and this isn't what they're thinking, I'm not the amazing Kreskin, but it's almost like somebody here is thinking to themselves, well, if it is this happiness, I best go find out. All right? So that's, again, they're behaving differently than what they are because it would change their life. Right? And they're, with the Empress energy open, they definitely want to share their feelings. Yep. 10 Wands is the card that goes there. It's all they can think about. It's all consuming. And somebody here does something about it. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely do. There's 3 Swords. When they think about it, they feel a lot of pain. And there's the 9 Pentacles, the liberation that needs to happen for them. They've got to liberate themselves from this pain. How often do we get these 2 cards together from any deck? I mean, it's amazing. And there's the 5 Swords again. Again, this 5 Swords, all of this ties me back to the soul because the 5 Swords was crossing here in the soul position. And that's that energy. That's that, you know, it's somebody who's not sure if it's all real or not, if talking to you would even matter. But they've got to go find out. There's this urge to go find out anyway. It is what it is. It's this card right here that has held them back quite a bit, the 4 of Pentacles. And it's why they never really made a decision here about you. But this time around, 7 Swords and the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Somebody here is getting real with their bullshit. There's a strong possibility for communication here. The energy is there for it. You've got somebody that needs to talk to you. We're going to find out why in the pre-shuffle, in the extended. We're going to find out why. Why they need to. What happened on, why is that 1 wand disappearing? I'll dig more into it. I'll try. I'll do my best. You know I will. But I do have, you know, again, we've got somebody who's usually full of shit here. All this holding back from you and the things they told themselves that caused them not to make decisions about you are bullshit. The reality is, this is what they need to do, and they know it. The Knight of Cups. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. Let's do it. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. What else you want to tell everybody here? What do you want to do here? Let's see. 5 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Star crossing the 6 of Cups. Someone from your past has had a tower. The star implies that a tower has happened in their environment. We're past that. Again, it can be future influence. Someone in your past is about to have a tower. Whatever the case, their first inclination, as I've been telling you, reading after reading lately, is to come toward you. Someone's showing up, and there's very little resistance to it. Okay? This is minor, the weakest energy as it reflects to me. And with the intention of starting again, trying something new. Page of Wands I like in this context is communication. Again, they show up as a page. I always have them as a page here throughout this whole reading. I like this context because the Page of Wands really wants to make it work. Okay? Really wants to fix some sort of issue, some sort of something. They hope it's not a big deal. I don't think this 8 of Swords is enough to stop them. I don't. They're mostly just worried about how big a hole they've dug for themselves with their behavior. It varies for all of you. For some of you, it's not that deep. For others of you, it's pretty deep, and you know it, right? So, that's where we are here mid-month. The mid-month reading backs up the last couple of big readings and a cure for cancer that was somewhere in between there somewhere. So, this is some pretty powerful shit we got going on. We also got a Mercury retrograde coming up and Mars changing signs into Libra, which is some serious smart moves. That's some pretty good energy. I like that. So, that being said, I'm going to pull an extended. And I'm going to pull on what's going on here. There's a missing tower here. I'm going to pull on that. And I'm going to pull on what it means to you as well when this person shows up. I mean, what exactly is the deal here with all of this happiness? I'm going to try to dig into the sun. Sometimes you fly too close to the sun, you get burned. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to fly pretty close. I'm going to fly down into it. We'll see what happens. All right? That's your reading. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.